What's up, peeps, man? Welcome to 2025. I hope you are starting the year off right, man. We doing it right over here for sure. I want to start this year off with a story time. Years ago, I used to be writing different songs, writing different tracks, and trying to present them to different people, trying to present to different artists. And I had like these ideas in the head, but I never could sing. I've never been able to sing, and you won't ever hear me singing either. So I've always had these ideas, but I never could do that. And so I never had a way to translate what I'm trying to do, because I would never sing in front of people, right? Ever. I just want y'all to know that. Never sing in front of people. So a couple weeks ago, I got an email from this company called ace.ai. And it gave me a whole new outlook on this whole AI thing. And we're going to take a look at it today just so you can see what I'm talking about and how this can transform you as a producer, or whether if you're a songwriter, whether if you're a singer-songwriter, whatever it is, this can definitely change how you pitch music. So before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff. You know how we get down over here. We're going to jump right into it. So there's so many different ways you can do this, man. So if you're a producer and you're trying to pitch something, and maybe you're a singer-songwriter, maybe you have all these different ideas, you want to jot them down, but you can't sing. You can only write. You're looking for something or someone. Now, if you have someone on standby, I recommend that you use that someone that's on standby that can sing and do these different things for you. But if you do not, I have an option of something that you definitely need to check out, and we're going to take a look at it today. Now, with Ace Studio AI, what you're doing is you're combining the two worlds. This is AI vocals, but there's two ways you can do this. You can either sing it yourself and then add a vocal on top of it, or you can actually transfer MIDI or import MIDI into the program, and it will allow you to write to that or catch vocal ideas from that. You just have to know the MIDI that you're doing, and this is amazing. This is just the coolest thing that I've seen. It's a little old, so I'm not going to go into all the details of it, but you got to know that part. And what we're going to do today is that I'm going to show you how to actually use it with the MIDI, because again, you're not going to hear me sing, okay? You know, we're going to leave all that in 2025. Quit being petty. Anyway, let's go. All right, so here we have this particular track that I'm done. I just got done with it not too long ago. Still kind of, in between it, just to see if it's something I even want to go forward or not. But I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to show you the part that we're going to actually be writing the vocals to. So I'm going to play this here. All right, and so that's the part that I'm going to be writing this particular hook to. I don't know what the words are going to be just yet, but I just want to get the idea of what we're looking at. I may even come up with some words once I start to do this. But so what I did was I went ahead and wrote some MIDI to it, and I used this particular piano with this just to get the vocal idea, the actual sound of it. So I play this. Right? So I wrote that in there just to, like I said again, I just heard this and I did it MIDI wise. So what I did was I exported that MIDI from Bitwig, and then I exported it into the Ace AI. Now, Ace has a bridge, and this particular bridge will link between your DAW and Ace, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click bring to front, which is going to bring this up. I have transported this already just so I can take that time out of it or whatever the case may be. And when you do transfer it, it asks you, do you want to sync with the DAW? And you just hit yes, and it changes the BPM and all that good stuff to sync with it. So first thing I want to show you is that there is all these different vocals in here. There's a bunch of them. I mean, there's a bunch of them, and they're from the community that is built with AI, with the Ace that Ace has. Their community, they're royalty free. So basically what you can do is that you can come in here and choose one of these vocals that you want to sing your chorus or whatever you wanted to sing. It's a little tedious because you have to make sure that every MIDI means a word. So you'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. Now, you can go in here. They even have more that you can go to. You can just browse all public voices, and then it'll take you online to actually download whatever you're looking for from there. But they have a bunch of them already hooked up, already in the DAW itself. I mean, in their version of a DAW itself, where you're going to be editing everything. So I want to take you through a couple things here and a couple ways to come up with some ideas for this vocal. So I have that piano, and when you originally start this, it just says die, right? And I'm going to mute this because I don't want this in the track itself. I just wanted it for the idea. And so this is what it sounds like in Ace. Da, 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 da. Right? So now I can come here, and if I play this, right? Now, I'm gonna show you how we use this thing. All right, so now you have the MIDI, you have everything set up. I'm just gonna make this full screen here so you can see it. So as I click this, you'll be able to see where you can actually change the word. So instead of saying die, I can change it to say I don't know. I'll just create something here. I want to know, let's see, want to know how you, I guess, love the show. Would do that, right? So now I'm going to now you have to allow it to render. So it's going to do a render. Once that is done, then it will allow you to actually play. You'll see it will pop away, and then you can play now. Let's go back. Right, so let's go here. This little part, right? Let me bring it just a little bit. You love the show. And so you'll see these little lines here, which will be either a brush. You can do a pitch eraser, you can add vibrato, modulation, right? So if I want to add vibrato to this, I'm just going to add more. I'm gonna go crazy with it just to kind of get the idea. Love show. Right, that's crazy. I had to look at you one time. Did you hear the vibrato in it? Let me do it one more time here. You love the show. That's crazy. So I can come here and add some modulation. Let's say if I want to add a little modulation here. Just add a little bit here. And we'll start from the beginning. Let's go back. Know how you love the show. So now I noticed that when I get here, the vocal is going down, right? So I want to add a little energy there. So what I'm going to do, you'll see these little lines that are actually every word that is being said. So if you want to emphasize on something, you just have to find a line that fits that area. So I want to add some energy here. So I'm gonna bring a little bit of that energy up. Let's stop it, let it render. Right, so you can add, I'm gonna add a little bit more energy there, and I want to, I think I'm going to, let's do a little bit of, let's see, does it, yeah, okay, so I can see the percentage. Okay, boom, that's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna use the envelope. Then also what you can do here is the scale is off, so we're gonna turn the scale on, and we're gonna turn it to C minor, because that's what we're in. And so you can either do where it will show you the actual keys in the scale, or you can do fold where it only show the keys in the scale. So you'll never be wrong as far as the scale goes. So in here, now that we got a little bit more energy coming in there, I'm gonna add some vibrato. I'm sorry, falsetto here. So I'm going to just kind of draw in some falsetto right here, right? And so let's do that. Let's see what that does. We're going to go ahead and pull this out of the way. Let's see. All right, so let's take it down just a little bit here. I wonder how you the show. So you hear the falsetto with this added to it here. So then I'm gonna go to tension, and so what I want to do here, I'm going to just change this. I want to add a little tension to the show with that vibrato. We're gonna go ahead and let it render. I wonder now how you love the show. Ooh, that tension is there. Then I'm going to add some breath. You can add breath and make it real, make it sound like real vocals, right? And then as I do that, I'm going to add a little air in some of these too. So it would just kind of give the feel of a real vocalist. I wonder now how you love the show. So we'll take it down just a little bit. And so this is like real life vocals where it has to make sense, right? So I wonder now how you love the show. That's crazy. That's crazy. So now I can come up here, I can add some effects. I have compression, de-esser. I can add a little reverb here. Let's do a little reverb. I wonder now how you love the show. Love that. Add choir. I wonder now how you love the show. That's just cold to me. I love that. So let's do this. We're going to go back to the voice, and you'll be able to see you can add timbre or style. You can take it away, add it, however you want to do it. We're going to turn on choir mode. I'm going to add 3-part harmony, right? And I think I'm going to just kind of spread it just a little bit there. And maybe take this one. I guess I'll take the volume up here. And then we'll make this one just a little louder than this one here. So let's see what that sounds like. All right, so now that it's rendered, I'm going to go ahead and play with the choir mode. I wonder now how you love the show. That is insane. That right there is just crazy. It's insane how you can make this sound. So we're going to play around with this even a little bit more. Let's say we keep that, right? And I'm just throwing some stuff out here. We keep that. We're going to add another vocal here. Let's add a guy. Let's add Mr. R&B here. We're going to add him here. All right. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to highlight, instead of having this at the same octave, we're going to drop this down an octave. And basically I just shift down on my keypad. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to solo Mr. Drexel or whatever his name is. And we're going to hear him at a lower tone.
Wanna know how you love the show.
I love that. Now, I got him doing the same exact thing as the other one. So again, when you do this, you have to make it make sense. You just can't throw a bunch of stuff at it. You got to make it make sense. If you know that you can't take a breath within a certain time frame, then I wouldn't even worry. I would leave it. Like, you got to make sense of this, right? So I'm going to play both together.
I wanna know how you love the show.
So I'm going to turn him down just a little bit, and we're going to do some effects. We're going to let's do some backing effect on him. We'll do a little bit more on that there. Let's see here.
I wanna know how you love the show.
Crazy. Don't play with the track now. Play it all the way through. That's crazy. That is insane. All right, so as you can see, Ace Studio AI, is definitely something that you have to at least give it. You have to try this. I promise you. If you, like I said again, if you're a producer, if you are a songwriter, whatever you do, and you present songs, you present different ideas, or you create different ideas, you have to at least try this. I would never take this and put it out anywhere publicly as far as trying to make money off of it, because it's just, you don't know the rules to AI just yet. But presenting for an idea, definitely would do that. All right, so what's the pros and the cons to this, right? The pros to this is that you can create ideas, you can generate different patterns, you can see what works, you can even sing into it yourself and create that. You don't have to use the MIDI, or you can use the MIDI if you like me and can't sing. So you can create you a bunch of ideas. You can even add to an idea that you already have. Maybe you have a song, you need backgrounds. Maybe you need an idea for it. Maybe you want to know what works with that. Definitely try it out, see what happens with that. It is definitely worth that. The cons to it is that you can get a little antsy at time because you have to wait on it. And another con is we don't know what the rules are. AI is tricky, so we don't know where the good in the company itself. It just simply has to do with the rules and regulations of AI. So I would definitely read the documentation, read your documents, make sure everything is on the up and up. But outside of that, man, this thing is really cool. So from here, once you're done with it, they even have a way that you can export it and share it and all that good stuff and transfer it right into your DAW. Once you transfer it in the DAW, then you can kind of really go crazy with it. If you don't want to use the effects in the program itself, you can transfer the wave of the file and put it in your DAW and then do the backgrounds and all that good stuff there. So definitely worth the price of admission. Now definitely they have a free version of a free trial where you can actually play with it, see if it's something that you're interested in. But they have a artist version and an artist pro version, and they have the buy and the rent to own of that. So however you want to do it, if it's something that definitely you would use, I recommend it for sure. You know, I only do things on this channel that I recommend. And they also have where you can customize your vocal too. So you can add your own custom vocal on there and really play with your own vocal and do what you do with that. Again, make sure you just know the rules to it, what that mean and all that good stuff. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know, and I don't even want to get into it. I would tell you, for me personally, I would take it and present with it. I would use it to present to different artists, different ideas. If I'm going to a studio session and I'm you know, working with someone, hey, I'm gonna have an idea already ready for them. If they want to change it, they can. But that's just how I would use it. So definitely a must have. This is not an affiliate program, or I don't have any affiliate with them or anything like that, but they did reach out to me, but they did allow me to say whatever I want to say to it. So there it is, man. So make sure you continue to follow, man. Keep your goals for 2025 going. And if you have not seen my last video, go check out the last video. You'll see what my goals are for this year. So, man, happy 2025. Continue to strive, continue to be creative. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.